wanted to have a fight with somebody to see how many people would show up. And then like... What type of person? I was many persons in school.
Oh, multiple persons. Well, you had characters in school as well.
I kept changing. I think I hang around with everybody. I'd like hang around with like I hate using the word chav, but like the more chavier kids, and that we jump on top of schools and stuff. And the police got called, and then
so like
somebody grasped me up. But I just go in between people, you know. And
so you're a hopper. You just
a drifter, yeah.
I just enjoyed different types of clothes. And then
what?
Start wearing them, then you get to sort of hang out with different type of people, you know?
That's the strangest thing I've ever heard. It's not about the different types of people. You're like, it's just, I get to wear like a Lonsdale tracksuit.
Did you embrace each outfit?
Yeah. No, it was also, I do enjoy different types of people, right?
God forbid when 100%. You joined the cosplayers.
But, hey, I want to test that life out, see if I'm into it, you know? When they put the tail in the arsehole, you know?
Nice.
So what else? Anyway, school, right? My school was okay. High school was shit.
Big?
That's it. Huh?
Was that a big school?
Yeah, it was about 2,000 people in this school. Like in a town. It was like two schools but merged into each other, and one of them was like... So it was like, they were rival schools.
Oh, were they?
But there was like a month of just constant brawling. Just like everyone beating the shit out of each other. I got into a fight. As well, because like I wanted to have a fight with somebody to see how many people would show up, and then like, and then I asked him out. He just had a fight, so I was like, all right, he's a fighter. So I went up to him and I said, like,
what was his record?
Oh, it was like lost count record, you know what I mean?
Oh, okay. Right.
And I was like, you punch like a swimmer, mate. You punch like you're swimming when you punch, like, because he was going like, because he has quite long arms.
Like Phelps.
He was going like that, yeah. And then he was like, come me and you at a fight, and I promoted it around and stuff. And then he,
Eddie Hearn?
Yeah, and then he knocked me out twice.
Twice?
Yeah, twice. He knocked me out once, and like I saw the stars, right, and then like I landed on the ground, and then I was like, I don't want to fight anymore, and he just knocked me out again.
So he was fresh off the last fight, and he just came and...
Oh yeah, he's unstoppable. Greg Osborne, if you're watching, my guy.
You got shout out. You got battered pretty much.
Huh?
You got battered, but just...
Yeah, but then somebody called Paolo jumped in, right? My boy Paolo, shout out to Paolo.
Oh, man.
Shout out Paolo.
My brother jumped in, and then somebody called Stuart punched him, and then he cried and walked off. But I don't think he cried. I don't know. Somebody.
So was it more of a tactical victory for you in the end?
It was just clout, innit? I just wanted a little bit of... I felt like my name was being forgotten, so...
Oh, was this guy renowned?
In high school. No, that was high school, though, innit? Like, you know, I got into this, like, you know, being popular thing for a little bit, and I was like... I was... You know when hype was a thing? The hood, hype hoodie. It was like, I went through that phase, and then it was like, right, I've got a hype hoodie. People know who I am now. I need to have a fight.
You've got your personality.
Yeah, I've got my personality sorted. Now I need my masculine... thing.
So how did you promote the fight? Like you said, you've promoted.
I just told everyone. The police showed up and just watched it.
What?
The police fucking showed up. The police showed up and just watched me die.
Was your school rough, or was just everyone just don't give a fuck?
It's just a town, though, isn't it? It's quite a conservative town, and it's just a town that is.
I remember.
It's quite a manufacturing town, so it's
manufacturing.
Like, yeah, like
manufacturing stuff, or they manage.
There's just factories there, and it's like you're sort of brought up to sort of be an engineer or be something that is like quite boring in my opinion. Some people might find it interesting.
I'll never forget. There was one fight in my school where there was one of the math nerds took on one of the goths, and it was one of the funniest fights ever. It was a slow motion fight, and it was every punch was like in slow motion.
It's like just, people at CEX fighting for a promotion.
Like everyone, do you know how everyone suckles? It's like everyone was just laughing the whole time because it was just the funniest fight ever. Yeah, it was literally like CEX versus fucking I don't know your maths tutor. It was just the weirdest thing ever.
I remember there was this kid that started on the Roadmen. He came from London, but he wasn't like hard. He just because we weren't in London. He was like, oh, I'm from London. I was in the London riots. And he had this weird thumb, and he said that he couldn't get cancer because his thumb was like, he had like two thumbs in one thumb. And he said that he can't get cancer because of it. It was crazy.
Cancer or cancelled?
Cancer, probably, and cancelled. He probably fought. And like he started on the Roadmen, or like somebody that was friends with all like the sort of Roadmen people.
What, did he want a thumb war?
No, they just beat.
That'd be unbeatable. Imagine that.
He just started on them for some reason, or something happened, and then like he just like got beaten up and chucked in a river.
Is Is he okay?
He's all right now, yeah.
All right,
I think he works in CEX, actually.
He'd be mid with his thumbs in there.
Worked out for him,
Does
actually.
anyone else have any? Does anyone else have any like really funny like skill fights that happen? I'm trying to think if there was any more. There were some like ghetto fights in mines.
It's just general fights. Like one of my best friends, Ben. He was an angry kid. I don't know why. Like he was so angry. He just was bred that way. But
Built different.
Just built different. He was actually like year 7. Where he was an angry kid, but quite small as well. But I don't think it was like small man syndrome because I've seen
ADHD.
that. Maybe I don't know, but it was. But I remember him fighting another one of my good friends, Rob Green. But Rob's like 2 years or 3 years older than us, so it was like a year 7 fighting.
Rob Green,
like
isn't that a fucking footballer?
Yeah, but
Isn't that the goalkeeper?
Yeah, he is, but yeah, he wasn't at my school. But
What?
but he's like, imagine like you're year 7, like you're still like 12 or something, fighting like a year 9. Like it was so bizarre.
That's unfair.
That's mad.
Unfair.
But he had him. Like he had him up against the wall kind of thing.
That's cool.
It
I
was
wish
Like
I could have
David
done
and
that.
Goliath.
Yeah.
I remember there was one of the boys that claimed he was like the hardest in the school, and then my mate was like, "Nah, it's me." And then he was like, "Well, fight me then," and he battered the fuck out of him, and it was like amazing. It was like talk of the town. Everyone came back and was like, "Oh my god, it happened!" Like my mate just went up and kicked the fuck out of him.
There was
like
actually
Daniel's
there was
son.
one guy in my school where we had there's this kid called Will and then another guy called John. So John was like a Christian boy, like really Christian, like devout Christian. It was very, very bizarre, but all the respect to him. I think he's married now. But he was like one of those kind of Christians where he says, I'm not going to have sex till marriage. And we're all just like, oh, fucking shag. It's like, what's wrong with you kind of thing. But each to their own. And then there was Will. Fuck, I just bleep that last name, please. And he ended up becoming like a drug dealer. But he went into the cloisters and broke a bit of the glass off and threatened to stab John before DT class. And like we're at a private school, we're all supposed to be posh kids, but we're not really. Like it's a little bit more.
Come on, we're at a private school. You can't just. Come on, guys.
But like some of us were like,
Can we not just play chess?
Some of us were just like,
Come on, a bit of chess.
For
Put the glass down.
But it was such bizarre behaviour. I don't understand why he was so angry. But he was like threatening to stab him, and then he got expelled for like threatening to stab him with this piece of glass.
Wait,
he
who was
broke.
getting stabbed? The Christian.
The Christian boy was about to go to heaven.
Wow.
Yeah. But
Jesus really saved him there.
he actually really did. Like
Jesus came in clutch. He clutched
came,
up.
yeah.
Jesus is cracked.
I got blamed for snitching. I didn't say anything, but I bumped into Will a few years later, and he walked out the room after, and I was just like, "What's wrong with him?" And he's just like, "Oh, apparently you're the one who got him expelled." I was like, "I weren't fucking me. I didn't say anything."
He got himself expelled for trying to shank someone.
He did do that.
really?
He did do that, but I didn't even say anything. I was just like, I just said what happened.
Wait, like,
Maybe I did snitch, but I wasn't the only one, so I don't know why I got blamed.
Years later, you were still bothered.
Oh yeah, because he had to go
That's
to.
very
He had to
strange.
go. I don't really know, but apparently it was all fine. I spoke to him. I was like, mate, it wasn't really me.
I remember that. That's why my anxiety started in school, because I remember there was one guy 4 years above me that apparently hated me and wanted to batter me, and obviously since he was way older, way bigger, I was anxiety riddled 24/7.
What was the
I'd
reason
walk
behind
to-
that?
Because I think I called his girlfriend fat.
Right, that's such a Lewis Bucket thing. You know what? Actually,
Wait, it wasn't-
you were the kid that actually deserved to get bullied because you used to do it and think it was funny to other people. Like,
No.
There was There was a girl who was scared of cotton, so you decided to chase her around with a cotton pad or whatever it was. The girl was scared of ketchup, so he decided to fucking bring
Wait,
ketchup
are
into
these
school.
real life case studies?
No, he's literally told us about it.
Yeah,
You
How
deserve
can you be
it.
scared of
No,
cotton?
I feel of their own-
strange,
I
bizarre.
think it's the feel of it.
Non-bio.
Itchy.
Someone, yeah, you should know. There was someone. No, so she. The thing was, she wasn't fat. She was like proper skinny.
Great, so you might have caused an eating disorder.
No, you're making
Maybe
it sound
you
worse
should
than it
apologise to her now.
Yeah, now.
Can you look at the
No,
camera and
look at the camera,
apologise,
please.
please? Can you
No.
apologise for calling
How
Just
much-
say sorry and say that you've changed, right? You're more mature now.
You've
You
grown
know,
up.
Nobody should ever have stuff like
Just
that.
say
said
sorry
to
and
them.
we can move on,
She,
Lewis.
she sent me a photo, like on text. We were friends, just like this. And I went, haha, you look fat there. I was like 11. She was like pretending to look fat, and I said, haha, you look fat there.
Why
And then
is a
boyfriend
girl
wanted
who's
to
4
batter me.
years older sending a picture of her to you?
No, it's actually quite dodgy. She was the same age as me. The boyfriend was like 4 or 5 years old.
Oh,
So,
okay.
Paedophile.
Yeah, did you ever have them people in school where like
He hasn't changed.
when you were in year 10 or like year 11, like 15, and then the girls would have boyfriends who are like 20 or like 19.
Yeah.
Anyone who could
To
drive,
be
pretty
fair,
much.
there was a girl in my year who had a boyfriend who was significantly older, like 9 years older, I think. She was in my year at school.
8 years.
I could be wrong. Apologies, I'm not going to say your name just in case, but yeah, he was like significantly honest. He used to come to school and pick her up and everything. After I don't think they're still together, but it was very bizarre. But like, yeah.
Each to their own.
Yeah, I mean, like, but when you think about it, when you're at like sixth form stuff, you start to think like I'm becoming like an adult and stuff. And I look back at it now and just think, fuck.
Yeah, you're not an adult until you're about, I'd say, 18.
I still don't even think that, mate. Because when I was working at the club,
well, you're not like a proper adult till you're about like 23, to be honest.
Yeah.